How you doing, class? Take number 75. My name is Paul Wilson, and I'm here to introduce to you how I got into the Army and why I chose the Army life. In 1982, I was born in Norfolk, Virginia, St. Paul's Hospital. I was named after Paul McCartney. I was nearly Paul McCartney Wilson. I lived with my mother and my father until I was about 5 years old, and they decided to get divorced. From the time I was 5 until the time I was 11, I lived with just my father and my sister. We bounced around 5, 6 different schools in those few years, and then my mother passed away in 1993. My father did not know how to cope with the early death of my mother. Even though they were divorced, it affected him and my family deeply. We moved to North Carolina to be close to my grandmother and several of my aunts and uncles. We finally had some kind of structure in our life. In 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I played recreational sports for Dixon. I played track, basketball, and soccer. I love soccer my early years in school, but my 9th grade year, while I was running the 1 mile before practice, the cross-country coach saw me and decided to ask me out for the team. He told me I didn't have to practice. All I had to do was go out to one meet and just see where I stood and see how I felt about it. So I did just that. The following week, I went out for my first cross-country meet. I ran 1 mile just as hard as I normally did, and then walked and ran and walked and ran and walked and ran the remaining 2.1 miles. I hadn't trained for the 3 miles, but I still placed in the top 10 in my first event, so I decided that maybe that was my call. I slowly went away from soccer, started concentrating more on my running. So from 9th to 11th grade, I ran track and cross country. I placed in the top 20 of states every year in both the 2 mile and the 3.1 mile. And then my senior year, I got a call from Appalachian State. I had a partial scholarship offered to me, but due to my grades, I wasn't offered a full. So I decided to use my senior year to work towards bringing up my GPA. Senior year was very unsuccessful. My GPA remained pretty low, and I didn't do any sports, so I had one option at that time, and that was to join the Army. I joined the Army in July 2001. I've been in the Army ever since. I've been on 4 deployments, 3 to Iraq, 1 to Afghanistan. So 2003 to 2004, 2004 to 2005, 2008 to 2009, and 2010 to 2011. So I did deploy quite a bit, but my life has changed for the best. I now have a beautiful wife named Tanya and a 2-year-old son named Cooper. They love my life. So I'm going to continue to pursue this degree and continue to finish up and retire from the military in 20 years. This is your introduction to me. Thank you.